Hello, Leo. Welcome to this reading. We are going to be taking a look at the energies and predictions for the sign of Leo for the month of December. Now, do keep in mind, this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and feel free to check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. All right, Leo, let's go ahead and get into this reading here for you, where we will indeed be taking a look at this brand new month of December 2025. Do hope your month of November was a good one, and I hope December is even better for you, Leo. Now, with that said, we'll go ahead and get all of the cards out here, get everything set up and in view, then we'll get right into it for you. Good news is, for everyone, is that the retrograde is indeed over. So last retrograde of the year over on the 28th. Yeah, 28th, I believe, 29th. And yeah, we just got some minor stuff here going on in the astrology. We do have Neptune going direct in December. We've got change in Mercury, change in Mars, which happens all the time. But yeah, I would say pretty clear skies ahead for everyone here, Leo. So I think that's looking just about good enough to me. Leo, energy on the bottom here, you do have the Judgment card. I'm going to say this right off the bat. This is a big month for you, Leo. This is a pretty critical month, deep month for you here, December, Leo, is what I'm feeling. The Judgment card usually comes forward when you're at a critical point in life. This is a card of karma. It's a card that may suggest that you are being shown the results of some actions that you've taken in the past. It's a card of karma, right? You're maybe seeing how you've gotten to this point, right? And it can give you an opportunity to adjust or to continue forward. And the thing about the Judgment card is it is the second to last card in the Major Arcana, right? It says that on a different level, if it's on a different level, it could mean that you're at the edge, right? You're at the precipice. You're at the edge of completing something as well. Okay, but usually this is a pretty strong card when it comes in, right? And, taking a look here, at first, I was like, oh no, right? I was like, yikes, when I first saw some of these cards. But actually, you have a lot to look forward to here in December, and I'm going to try my best to show you where the gems are for you here in this month of December. This is definitely not all doom and gloom, for sure. But let's see here. Right away, in the middle, you have the Five of Swords. Now, the Five of Swords, it does indicate some loss in life. Now, a different way that you can look at this, and I think that this probably applies to you more, is it can indicate this idea of cutting your losses, right? If there's something in your situation that you need to let go of or you need to cut out completely, the Five of Swords may arrive. And here's the thing. The Five of Swords is not a situation where it's done dead over with. It's not completely over with here. You can see the person in the background. Yes, they are waving their flag, indicating they've maybe been defeated. But the sun rays are coming out, right? This could be a minor setback, a minor loss, something that it's not the end of, I don't really like that phrase, but it's not completely over. The door is not completely shut when you get the Five of Swords, but it may suggest that there's some area in life here where you need to cut your losses. Now, what could be happening here is you have an aha moment, you have an epiphany, because the Judgment card, it does represent epiphanies in the tarot, right? And you may have an aha moment or an epiphany about something like, oh, okay, this is, I'm doing the X, Y, or Z, and I need to cut this out. I need to, here we are, right? We're in the final month of the year. Many people at the end of this month like to set goals for the upcoming year. What are they called? The New Year's resolutions, right? People like to set these New Year's resolutions. So maybe you're doing that, right? Maybe you're doing that and you're saying, you know what? I'm looking over, Judgment card, the year of 2025, and there's some things that I don't want to take with me into 2026, right? This may be going on for you here. We do have a full month left, right? But this may be going on for you here as we look at this month of December. Let's go ahead and I'll try to get more details on that, but let's go ahead and move into this first column here. You have the Two of Wands, you have the Ten of Wands, and you have the Page of Pentacles. All right. Okay, so you're the last fire sign. I've done the other fire signs for this month, and seems to be a theme around decisions. Okay, that's showing up, and you too, Leo. Okay, so the Two of Wands here, this person needs to decide, right? This is going to be a card of choices, actions, and decisions in life, and this person here is at a fork in the road. They can go left or right. Right? And so this is a path card, right? This may indicate that there are multiple paths in front of you, and you're maybe tasked with deciding which path is best. Okay? The thing that I like about the Two of Wands is it indicates that there is potential in your life. Okay? There's potential in front of you. Now, one of these paths, or maybe both of these paths, may be difficult as you have the Ten of Wands. There's a level of difficulty that comes along with the Ten of Wands, but the key here is that there is potential, okay? And I think that you know this, Leo. I think that you're coming into this reading and you're knowing that there are good things to look forward to here for you, okay? There's something a little sticky here that we're going to get into in the middle that you're needing to work through. Okay, and sort through, I would say. Sort through as well. This is a perfect time for this, right? Retrograde's behind us. We got some direct motion here, and, Neptune. Neptune's not like a planet everybody gets excited for or anything, but we got a fresh calendar here. A fresh month. Calendar's about to turn over soon, and there's a feeling that December is going to be pretty good. December is going to be pretty good, and I would say for you too. Ten of Wands says that not only are things a little bit difficult right now, but it also says that you've completed something. The reason it's difficult is this person's carrying these wands uphill, right? So the thing is that they've completed something, but there's more to go, right? There's more to go. And really, for me, the way I look at this is just a card of hard work, dedication, and what I like for you is that with a little bit of hard work, there's potential, but it comes with a little bit of hard work, and I think that you're somebody who's okay with that. Now, you have this Page of Pentacles here as well. Page of Pentacles, it does indicate offers in life. It can be usually offers that connect to money. Maybe this is taking profit on something, such as a sale, or this is a promotion, a raise, something like this here. But it usually, maybe you're generating new sales in your business, or if you have a business, or if you work for a company, maybe you're finding ways to earn more. Something like this here can come up with the Page of Wands, but it can also be about some sort of offer coming in. And I would also say that this could be the academic of the tarot, right? This is the academic of the tarot, so it can talk about maybe opportunities and options for learning as well, skill development maybe, something like this here. And so as you think about like what path to go down, some of you may be taking that part into consideration, like which option here will allow me to learn the most? Where will I gain knowledge? Where will I grow the most, right? In this middle column, you have the Eight of Swords, the Five of Swords, and the Four of Cups. All right. Fire signs right now for this month seem to be in their head a bit, okay? And I say that in a non-judgmental way. I say that just broadly looking at the cards and looking at all of the fire signs right now. And I believe every fire sign has gotten the Eight of Swords. I know Sagittarius, that was a prominent card in that reading. But for sure, Leo, this is your reading. Leo, you have this Eight of Swords, and it's in the row of your thoughts. Okay? In this upper row, this row of your thoughts, Eight of Swords, this person is trapped in their thoughts. They're in their head, right? They're feeling like there's no way to get out of a situation when in reality there is. Okay? And for you here, what this may mean is that you need to accept that something needs to fall out, or that there may be a level of acceptance here around cutting your losses, okay? And that may be the way out here, as you have this Eight of Swords and the Five of Swords. You tried your best. Maybe some of you are like, okay, I tried my best. I gave it all I could. Now it's time to pivot. Some of you may be getting ready to pivot a little bit here. In business, career, I don't necessarily see relationship stuff showing up here for you, Leo. Okay, I don't see relationship stuff coming in. Do we have any cups? We have 1 cups. And it's not really a card that I associate with love and relationship anyway. 4 of Cups is, you have my 2 least favorite cards, but it's okay. I'm going to show you that they're not so scary after all. That is the 4 of Cups and the 7 of Swords. 4 of Cups, this person is just missing. Like, there's no good reason for it. They're just missing. They're missing out on an opportunity in front of them. The universe is blessing them with a cup, and they are not taking it. It's right in front of them, right? That is why I don't like the 4 of Cups. And so this can talk about boredom and apathy. I don't necessarily see a bored person here because you have this 10 of Wands. Okay, maybe it's more about something has become stagnant. Yeah? And this is maybe an opportunity here for you to push through that as you have that 5 of Swords. And maybe there are 1 or 2 things that are in your situation right now where that are leading to some level of stagnancy here with that 5 of Swords cutting that out, right? So if you are coming into this reading here and you're like, man, like, how do I am so stuck right now. Just know there's a way through this. And the thing that you may not want to hear is that it may mean that you have to drop something, right? It may mean that you have to accept something with the 5 of Swords, accept something for what it is, which is a very hard thing to do. So I say that in a non-judgmental way. It's a very hard thing to do, right? Especially when it's like you realize that actually this is because I put myself here, right? That's also a very hard thing to do. You know what I'm saying? So let's see here in the final column. You have the 7 of Swords, you have the 6 of Wands, and the Queen of Swords. All right, so 7 of Swords, it can be about deception. It can be about something being stolen, lying, cheating, stealing, these sorts of things. Cheating and stealing, I don't necessarily see showing up for you, okay? Because I don't really see love stuff here, okay? So I don't... that sort of thing doesn't seem like it's applying right now to whoever I'm talking to. We'll see what comes in the clarifications. But there may have been self-sabotage here, okay? There may be some level of self-sabotage. That can happen here with the 7 of Swords. It can also be about strategy and game plans as well. Or maybe even needing to take a little bit of a risk in life with that 7 of Swords as well. But... I think for the 7 of Swords, it's more about, for you, inward, right? Like, maybe some of you have found that you've gotten off the path, right? You've gone off the path for a bit, and I'm getting a sense that some of you are being really introspective, and you're taking a hard look at where you are right now, you know? I think you're taking a hard look at where you are right now, and I think it's probably around work, career, money, life matters, okay? I don't see this as relationship stuff here, Leo. Right? These sorts of things. And you're realizing, okay, maybe I need to switch up the game plan a little bit. I think that's probably more so applying. Careful of self-sabotage with the 4 of Cups and the 7 of Swords because the universe does want to give you an opportunity. It may be right in front of you. 6 of Wands is a victory. This is the gem here for you. You've got potential with the 2 of Wands. You've got clearly a hardworking nature to you. You've got an offer and opportunity both in the Page of Pentacles and the 4 of Cups. And you've got the 6 of Wands, okay, which is about a victory coming into your life. It's also about celebration. The person is being celebrated for overcoming a difficulty in life or for doing something challenging. I love that the 5 of Swords is behind the 6 of Wands. So there's really an opportunity here. Queen of Swords, getting right to the heart of the issue, cutting out whatever needs to be cut out, and doing that sort of thing. So why don't we go ahead and let's move into the clarifications portion of this reading. I guess we'll take these since they popped out. I'm going to go ahead and pull some oracle cards for you, and then I'll also pull some tarot cards as well. All right, let's see what we have here. Okay. First 2 cards that popped out here are Raguel, Waves of Healing. Be open and vulnerable as this will initiate healing and harmonious resolution. You then have Jophiel, Trust the Unfolding. There's no wrong path, only choices that take you closer to or further from love. I believe that, okay? I believe that. And I think that this is a bit of a path reading, okay? Sometimes my readings are about a path. and the path that you're currently on. And I think that this is one of these readings, okay? So I see that some of you are going to maybe completely shift something up with that Seven of Swords. You know, maybe take a little bit of a risk here and shift something up, because you may accept that where you have put yourself now is not exactly the way you wanted it to turn out. And there's nothing wrong with that. That wasn't a wrong choice or wrong path. There's probably a lot that you learned from that, right? You have Jeremiel, personal responsibility, one of my favorite cards. Take responsibility for your choices. This is an opportunity for inner growth. I was kind of talking about that here, right? And not coming at you or being judgmental in any way, but you know, personal responsibility is a big one. And it's hard to do sometimes, especially if you're so into something, like you're so deep into something. But I get a feeling that some of you are in this space right now. We'll see. You have hope, authentic reclamation. It's time to call back all the lost parts of yourself. So the cards here are really on point. They're really connecting to and confirming this reading. Now, did I read the bottom one? I did not. I usually read the bottom one. Shamuel, relationship assignments. Okay, here we go. No one crosses your path by chance. Choose to see the deeper reasons for the people in your life. Wow. You pulled some of my favorite cards here. Jeremiel and Shamuel. These are strong cards. And I believe in this idea of relationship assignments. I think that's real. So let's go ahead and let's take a look at the tarot clarifications. All right. See what we have to clarify this reading here. Okay, you have the Ten of Cups, you have the Two of Pentacles, and you also have the Eight of Pentacles here. Do hope things are going well for you, Leo. Thank you so much for spending your time with me. And let's get into this clarifications portion here. So, Ten of Cups, Two of Pentacles, and the Eight of Pentacles. Okay, so, well, like I said, this isn't all about, oh, Leo's failing, oh, Leo made a wrong choice, oh, like, it's really, this reading, two things are true at the same time, okay? Because it's not all about what I just said. It's also about realizing that you've made a really good choice. And I'm seeing that here with the Eight of Pentacles, okay? And the Page of Pentacles. This is something that's about to pay off for you, okay? So I'm thinking that there are two things happening at the same time. I know it's a hard concept, but you can work with it, right? On one hand, you've clearly been dedicated. You've clearly demonstrated, wrong word there. You've clearly demonstrated your skills, your talents, your abilities, and there could be an opportunity that is emerging from that, okay? Page of Pentacles. But the Eight of Pentacles is generally a very, very good sign in career matters, or just in the tarot generally, but in career matters. Sorry, I kind of lagged there, glitch in the matrix there. It could mean that you are like getting ready for a promotion or something like this here, which that's the combination you want to find. Eight of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles there. Some level of like that combination could be something around upgrading or some promotion here that may be going on. And at the same time, there's this realization that there's another area that you are looking at, and you're realizing, you know what, maybe this was not exactly the outcome I wanted. Right? These two things are living together, side by side. Okay? You have here the Two of Pentacles, which it does represent up and down, right? It can indicate like a change in your financial situation, good, bad, ugly. It could be up, it could be down. It depends. It is with the Ten of Wands, which is not necessarily the worst thing. The Ten of Wands is definitely a card that says, if you work hard, good things will follow. So that's also another part of this reading for you. And you've got multiple tens here. You've got the Ten of Wands. You have the Ten of Cups here now, which is all about overwhelming amounts of joy and happiness, you know? And, it could be good family energy. It could be good personal energy as well. But as you have this Two of Wands, I don't think you're going to regret some choice that you make related to a path in life. I really don't think you're going to regret it here, as that Ten of Cups is there. You have the Fool, okay? Yep, so hold on. You have the Ace of Pentacles, okay? And you have the Five of Swords, okay. This reading is a bit like a cold shower. This reading is a bit like a wake-up call, okay? And that is not the worst thing, okay? Because basically the cards here are saying, like, listen, there's one thing that you are doing that is dragging you down. There's one thing. Like, everything here is excellent. So you've got this Five of Swords with the Four of Cups. Look, it's not what you want to hear, but it might be what you need to hear. Okay, this is like what the cards are saying to me as the reader. It may not be what you want to hear, but it is what you need to hear. Okay, and there's a real need to cut out something connected to boredom, apathy, or just not going for something. Okay, if there's something in front of you right now, it's an opportunity, it's available, and you're just not doing it for no reason. The cards are saying no. This is like genuinely not where you want to be right now. Okay, cut that out. Cut that out, because Five of Swords, Four of Cups, universe is trying to give you a blessing here. Okay, Ace of Pentacles. Again, this is connected to this Five of Swords. We've got the Five of Swords twice here. As soon as you drop this one thing, everything else that you're looking for follows. Okay, it's sort of like you know that game, like, what is that game? I don't even know if this applies, but like, what is that game? We're going to go, how do I want to say this? I was going to go Jenga, but no, we're going to go dominoes. You know dominoes? Like, how you, one domino falls and then all of the other dominoes fall with it, right? It's like a cascading effect. You know, it's a cascading effect. It's having a hard time getting the words out there. But it's like the dominoes will all kind of fall in place when you knock over the first domino. The first domino here is the problem. You got to knock over the first domino. Okay, Leo? Like that is the root of this issue, because there is something here that is paying off for you. Okay, there is something here that's paying off for you. Okay, with the Eight of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles here, it wants to show up here with the Ace of Pentacles, and yes, through that Four of Cups, which is the universe offering you something. It does want to show up for you there. But there's a root level thing here that needs to be, you gotta knock over the first domino, and then everything's gonna fall in place. That's what this is about. Hopefully you're with me on this. You have the Fool, powerful new beginning in life. Okay? Fearlessly going forward, not necessarily knowing where you're going yet, but knowing you're going somewhere, and just allowing the universe to sort of guide you in that direction, right? By the way, what is that with? The Eight of Swords, yeah. So this is the idea of breaking free of the limitation that's going on in your mind here right now. And again, it's really, really coming down to removal, okay, removing something. You do have the Two of Swords, okay? You have the Knight of Cups, and you have the Moon. Do I want to go in this direction? Let's see here. Maybe not. Okay, so what I'll say here is that the Two of Swords, it is about like a difficult choice to make, you know? It's about a difficult choice to make. And this idea of like relationship assignments, this is kind of like where I was maybe going to. Maybe you find yourself in a relationship that's not going anywhere, and you realize, you know what, actually, I put myself here. Like, I put myself in this relationship, right? And now I'm faced with a choice on what to do with this relationship. And it may be challenging for you to figure out what the best route is there. But some of you may be having epiphanies or ahas that, you know what, actually, I'm here because I've decided to be here. And this is not actually the worst thing, right? This choice I made is actually not the worst thing. And there's something like this that's showing up here, right? Where it's really hard to come to that conclusion when you're so enmeshed with another person. But yeah, some of you may be looking at that here. I'm just saying this because you've got this Knight of Cups and you have this idea of relationship assignments, and then you have this idea of like personal responsibility and looking at your choices and your actions here and realizing that, you know what, there's actually a real opportunity for you to course correct here, and this is like a very good thing. okay? Um, and there's this energy of being objective and introspective here and looking at the whole scenario here with the Judgment card, right? At the same time, this is all difficult, but it's showing up. Now, I think for many, this isn't about a relationship because we really don't have a ton of relationship cards. Uh, and remember, there are many forms of relationships here, not just romantic relationships, right? There are other relationships, friendships, families, family relationships, colleagues, work relationships. These sorts of things can also apply here for you as well, okay? And yeah, there's definitely something you're uncovering here, but I think that there's a real opportunity to uncover it. Now, on the bottom, you do have the Two of Cups. For some, this will be a romantic relationship, but not for everyone. But this could be a partnership or something along those lines. Let's go ahead and let's take a look here, Leo. Pretty deep reading. You do have this card that popped out, Despair, which says not hiring in the background. There are clearly options here on the board. Okay, I would say that. And what I mean by on the board, what I mean is showing up in this reading. There are options. So, yeah, let's see what else we have here. You have the Adjudication card. You have Distant Horizons, Mature Woman, Thoughts, and Mature Man. So you've got a counterpart here, okay, that's showing up. Could this be your relationship that you are in? Could this be a like mother-father combination here showing up? Could this be two elders that you're dealing with? Something like this could be showing up here. You have Message and Unexpected Income. Like I said, universe here trying to bless you with a proposal, with an offer, with an option, with an opportunity, message, unexpected income. With the Thoughts card, you're in your head about something, okay? And I think you're realizing this in the month of December, and I think you're sorting and piecing through and working through this. On the bottom, you do have occupation again. So for some, you've got this Two of Cups on the bottom. It may be about relationships. For others, it's going to be about business and career and work. Probably applies to more people. All right, Leo, thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll most certainly be talking to you again soon.